Avengers assemble!
Admit it, you thought this was Cap's first game, didn't you? Nope. Hey, Chris Baker here. Hoping Independence Day doesn't trend again this year, as we look at Captain America's weird first game. Captain America in the Doom Tube of Dr. Megalomann, or is it Captain America Defies the Doom Tube? A bit of discrepancy between packaging and title screen there. Came out in 1987 for the Commodore 64, Atari ST, Amstrad CPC, and ZX Spectrum. Doom Tube wasn't necessarily a total embarrassment in terms of gameplay for its day. I mean, just look at it. Not great, but completely inoffensive. Cap throws his shield around, advancing up this tube of an evil doctor not named Doom, to defeat the first ever comic book villain to have his name in the title of a video game. Outside of the fact that Dr. Megalomann was invented for this game and isn't technically a comic book villain, in fact he's never appeared in one. His only other appearance anywhere was by name only in the dead Facebook game Avengers Alliance. And speaking of dead, that's exactly what he was in that game. Per my own suggestion, back in my Marvel Games days, I ordered his execution, as part of the story for Season 2. This in-game image is the only art that exists for Dr. Megalomann. Though there is this weird old man and a ghost figure kind of thing on the box, could they be connected? Oh, here's the print ad, which shows something a little clearer. The ghost figure is actually a mask. In fact, wait a minute. This is comic book Red Skull taking his mask off. So let me get this straight. Red Skull is not in this game, but he's on the box, and instead we get Dr. Megalomann? That makes no sense at all. They could have just put a red face in that slot and made the same game, only with a character who actually deserves to be there. Actually, come to think of it, Dr. Megalomann bears a pretty striking resemblance to another evil doctor from 1987 gaming, doesn't he? And hey, would you look at that? This game's so old it comes from a time when some PC games were actually loaded via cassette tape. Only one side of the tape was needed for the game, but they put the other to good use. Well, use anyway. With the inclusion of the rockin' tune Who's Crying Now by the band Resistor. Don't worry, no one else has heard of them either.
I wonder who is crying now.
And how well does this go with old kid video footage?
Somehow.
Funny enough, Resistor does have a modern SoundCloud page with a whole 10, make that 11 followers. Make that number go up, y'all. But here's what I find really interesting about this game. Somehow, a game starring Steve Rogers was deemed only viable for release in Europe. That's right, Captain America's gaming debut never made it to the United States. Not that the well-intended Brits at Go Interactive didn't at least try to make it out to be as patriotic as possible. You'll find some of that going on in this way too long prose setup for the game that's inside the manual. Pause and read it if you like. But the real entertainment comes on the back of the cassette case.
It's the 4th July.
The 4th July. Ever?
It's the 4th July, and the nation is set for an almighty celebration. Into the comparent calm of the White House burst the manic Dr. Megalomann.
Step down here, Mr. President. Submit to my rule, or today America will know a plague from which death will seem a happy release.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
No time to lose. CIA say there's an unidentified missile located in an underground silo in the middle of the Californian desert. Must be the one. Climb aboard the Sky Cycle. Together we can save the free world. God save America!
I mean, that's just what we say out here, isn't it? Especially on the 4th of July. Take us out, Resistor.